Hi, I'm Craig Rosley, and this is Location Lifestyle Living. What a show we have for you today. I catch up with an inspiring Aussie legend. Naomi chats to the McCloy Group about an exciting project and takes a stroll through some iconic markets. Matt from Global gives us some great energy saving advice. Check out our PRD open home and so much more. But first, here's Kim and Chris.
Today, Chris and I will be talking to you about apartment living. It is paramount that you choose pieces of furniture that make your space look as large as possible, that are also cost effective.
In a compact space, choosing the right furniture can make all the difference between your home feeling comfortable or cramped. Choosing a round table means it can slide into small spaces easily and there's no sharp edges for bumping your legs on.
Another great option for apartment living is shelving that you can stack both vertically and horizontally. And don't forget, you can put another piece in a different room, and you can take it when you move out.
Another option is a stack of stools. Just because you don't have room for a giant sofa doesn't mean you can't have ample seating. Simply stack the stools away when you don't need them, and they can be used as a side table, and when your friends come over, unstack them. Another option is to use small-scale armchairs. Using bulky lounges can take up a ton of space. You can pack more seating into your room if you use armless chairs or chairs with an upright profile, like a barrel seat.
And lastly, ottomans. Whether they are rustic, leather or timber, they can be used for multiple purposes. They can be a side table that you can tuck away, a footstool, or used as extra seating if guests turn up. I hope you can use some of these tips for your compact living spaces. We'll see you next week.
We're here at the iconic markets in Newcastle, the Olive Tree Markets, and Justine Gaudry, the founder of the markets, has stopped in to see us. Welcome to Location Lifestyle Living, Justine.
Oh, thank you so much for being here.
Oh my gosh, it's exciting. It's actually my first time at the market, so can you tell me how they got started?
Well, we started actually nearly 10 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so in 2008 we started, and at that time in Newcastle there was a real, I guess, lack of opportunities for artisan designers. So that was our impetus, and we started at the Junction School back then.
Okay, so tell me what's so unique about these markets, because they are iconic.
Yeah, they are. So I think the biggest thing for us is that we focus on handmade art and design and gourmet artisan food as well. So people know that when they come here that nearly every stall that they're going to visit, the products and the artwork on the stalls are made by the stall holders. So we have not only people from Newcastle but from Sydney and regional New South Wales who come to Olive Tree to be stall holders, because we are one of the few people that do stick to that handmade condition.
Tell me, what sort of stores do you have here?
Where do I start? So we've got a lot of
At
stuff.
the food.
At the food.
At the
We're in the
food.
food. We've got lots of beautiful gourmet artisan food, but we have everything from ceramics to handmade jewellery, illustration, artwork, slow fashion made by the store holders, textiles.
Amazing.
Yeah, so really there's a very broad category, and it's not just women focused. We have a lot of people think, you know, markets are just for women, but we've got a lot of work for men as well.
All right, so before we go shopping, because it sounds like we've got a lot to look at, apart from the stores, what else does the market offer?
Yeah, so I guess we see ourselves very much as a community event. So musicians, we have workshops at the market. This year we've had a series of Indigenous art workshops.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we always try and have other things for our visitors to do. And of course, people love to come and people watch, have their brunch, sit in the sun.
So it's actually an experience.
It's very
it's
much.
It's not a market,
No,
it's actually an experience.
It's very much an immersive experiential opportunity for
Well,
people.
I'm excited. So thank you so much for coming on Location Lifestyle Living and welcoming us to your market. So can we maybe take a look around now?
Absolutely. Yep, let's go and have a
Fantastic.
look.
Let's go.
I feel like Bobby Fischer, always 4 moves ahead of my competition. Listen, they ain't gonna stop me ever. I feel as large as Biggie, swear it could knock
To
out.
10 years
Cheers.
at Olive Tree. That's outrageous. wait till you see this one. Hi Rhonda, how are you?
Hey Naomi.
Guys, we're here with Rhonda from PRD Nationwide Hunter Valley, and we're in a really cool location. Tell us where we are, Rhonda.
We're at Black Hill, which is one of the tree change suburbs of Newcastle.
Yes.
A bit of a secret to most people, but when they come here they say, wow, we never knew this place existed.
It's close to the city, close to the freeway, close to the beautiful Green Hills new shopping centre. Bit of a hidden gem really, isn't it?
You know, school buses to all the major schools.
It's
a quiet
perfect.
environment, no through roads.
Now let's talk about this house. It is amazing. It is absolutely off the scales when it comes to proportion and scale, big ceilings, big rooms, and how old is it?
It's just over 10 years old. The emphasis has been on quality inclusions, the warmth of natural timbers, solid oak tops here, beautiful solid marble bench tops,
Yes.
and just super-sized rooms throughout.
Well, you have just talked about my favourite room in the house. This kitchen is phenomenal. It's a hark back to that Federation, that farmhouse, that country look, and it really gives that gorgeous lived-in feel.
Look, it picks you up and hugs you. You just want you to come on
That's
inside,
it.
you know.
That is a great way to put it. Now, how many bedrooms does this place have?
In the house, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and then we do
Wow.
have a fully self-contained 1-bedroom flat with 1 bathroom in the external garage.
And so I notice there's also 3 living spaces. So this is really for either an extended family or a merged family or a big family, isn't it?
It is. Look, you could almost hold a ball in any of them.
I hear there is a phenomenal clawfoot bath in one of the rooms.
It is, yes. It's one of those hard to leave rooms.
I reckon we might need to go and check some of this stuff out.
Why not? Let's have a look around.
Let's go. Wow, look at those Chesterfields.
Beautiful
Big
big room.
tables. And look at that. Beautiful place to sit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I did it again, so I'm
Thank you so much for showing me around, Rhonda. It's been an amazing house to see.
It's been a pleasure, Naomi.
Now here's Craig.
Today I'm going to talk to you about the 4 P's to success in selling your home. Number 1, presentation. It's time to declutter, both internally and externally. Get rid of all those kids' toys in the front yard. Maybe the dog and the cat can go on holidays for a little while. As we move into the home, it's time to get rid of those old trophies and books, and time to make a blank canvas for your stylist to come in and give you some great tips. Number 2, promotion. It's a competitive market out there, so don't take any shortcuts. Your agent will be able to give you the best advice for what works in your market and at your price point. Online is a fantastic place to be. Your home can go viral, and that's a great thing for you to sell your home. Number 3, people. Take the time to meet a variety of agents. Look for those people whose values are the same as yours. They'll be not only representing you, but your property. Also, you need to assemble a champion team. Get a great auctioneer, a great stylist. These people give your property a premium price. Number 4, price. The job of your agent is to present you with offers for your home. You need to listen to the market if you want to sell. Auctions give you a great opportunity to meet the market on price. If you're not happy to meet the market, you won't sell your home. So guys, that's the 4 P's to success in selling your home.
I have Matt here with me today from Global Home Solutions discussing energies and inverters. Matt, oh my gosh, welcome back. I'm overwhelmed before we start.
You are? Okay.
I am inverters. Tell me exactly what one is, please.
Okay, it's really easy, actually. It's really simple. So
Okay.
an inverter will change the DC electricity that you create on your roof to AC, which you can use in your home.
Okay, so sun comes onto my panels,
Yeah.
creates a pile of DC, which is useless in my home in Australia, right?
Exactly.
So I need an inverter to convert it to AC current so I can then use it.
Yeah, fantastic. Spot on.
Okay, good. Thank you for simplifying that. But next, there's multiple types, right?
There are, yeah, and it can be
This
confusing.
is where I get really confused.
Yeah, no worries. Well, it's really simple. There's 3 different main types of inverter.
Okay.
So you have your normal DC string inverters,
Right.
which will go on your wall. So you'll see the big box out on your wall
Yep.
by your meter board.
Yep. Yes.
And so that'll create, so the DC will come down the wall from your panels.
Perfect.
And then that'll change it to AC, and then that'll go
Straight
into
into
your
the
home.
house.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, what's number 2?
So you get your optimizers. So you'll still have a DC on your wall, but the optimizers will optimize each panel. So you'll have a small optimizer under each panel, which helps with shading.
On the roof?
Exactly.
Okay.
Which makes each panel work more efficiently.
Fantastic. What's my third option?
So then you've also got your micro inverters.
Right.
So once again, that's your inverter, and that's going to convert DC to AC at your panel level.
Yes.
So you won't have a box on the wall.
Okay.
And those micro inverters will make your system more efficient as well, and also scalable as well. So you can actually add more
So
panels.
if you want to add more
Yeah,
as your house gets bigger,
makes
your
it really
energy needs
easy.
change.
Also, yes. And you find a lot of homes, they might add a pool or an air conditioning system, so they might need a few more panels further down the track.
If I was going to be installing one today, what would be your best advice for me about which type of inverter to go for?
Just look online and some reviews.
Yes.
Get a good quality inverter. That's always the go. And look for, if you've got shading issues, definitely go with micro inverters. If you're trying to get a system on a budget, get a string inverter, but make sure it's good quality.
That's actually fantastic advice. So if I'm on a budget, go string, but go quality.
Yeah.
If I have shading, but I still need performance, go micro.
Exactly.
I like it. Thank you so much, Matt. It's
Yeah, no
so
worries.
simple now.
Excellent. Cheers.
Cheers. Stay with us after the break on Location Lifestyle Living.
A few minutes drive from Newcastle CBD is Cosmopolitan Hamilton. The suburb's main commercial hub, Beaumont Street, offers a vibrant multicultural atmosphere, casual cafe lifestyle, a variety of restaurants, bars, retail and boutique shops. The heart of Hamilton is also home to leafy and family-friendly Gregson Park. Joining me now is local legend Kurt Fernley. Kurt, great to have you on Location Lifestyle Living. Now, Kurt, we all know who you are. You're famous. It's like in Newcastle and around the world. But who is the real Kurt Fernley?
Kurt Fernley, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing or wearing 1,000 hats. I felt like I'm the marathoner for 25 years, but it's getting to the point where I feel like my life is just a lot more varied. I love where I fit in community around teaching, around education. I'm a high school teacher. I love where I fit around progressing the voice of people with disabilities, and I love just being Kurt Fernley, the Novocastrian.
And you're so close to Beaumont Street. What are some of the fun things you like to do living in Hamilton?
Oh, mate, I fell in love with the place. One, because it's flat. There's no hills. I get to push everywhere. I get to just wander down the street without fighting up the old cliff or the hill. But it has a really good, vibrant nature to it. And everything I could want is a couple of 100 metres from a door.
You have a lot of famous friends, international friends. When you bring them to Hamilton, where do you take them around town? Where would you show them first?
There's plenty of good pubs around Hamilton. If I am in the place to have a beer, I have a beer at either Green Roof or the Kent. And food-wise, you've got it whatever you want. If there's kids, we do go out and Gregson Park. I feel like the young fella grew up over there.
Yeah.
And then you can jump on a bike and you can be down at the foreshore. You can experience and be over at Nobby's. But from Hamilton, you can ride pretty much everywhere in town as well.
Oh, fantastic. So you've retired, let's put that in inverted commas, retired from, I guess, high-level competition, but I find that unusual for a guy who's so driven like yourself. So is that the truth, or is there going to be some new things on the horizon?
Oh, mate, as far as racing for the green and gold, I'm done. I knew 7 years before the Games. I knew 7 minutes after I crossed the finish line in the Gold Coast that was the last time I'd ever pull on the green and gold. I'm going to keep running for as long as I can. Hopefully they can bury me in a marathon gutter somewhere. Mate, I just feel better when I'm moving. As far as retiring from ever out, no one really retires anymore. If you find something you love, why not do it? Yeah. And I love being a part of progressing the community's voice, or the community of people's disabilities voice. I get given this platform that's a real privilege, and it's nice when I get up there to say something meaningful and try and bring people along with me.
Yeah, well, you know, we're all so proud of you. Love to have you on the show. Thanks very much, Kurt Fearnley.
Thanks, mate.
A really important thing to remember when you are buying or renovating a house, and something that's sometimes overlooked, is legal ceiling heights. Now there's two main legal ceiling heights that you need to remember: 2.4 metres and 2.1 metres. Now 2.4 metre ceilings are the ones that you find in your habitable room. So a habitable room is a room that you would spend a fair amount of your time in a house. So we're talking kitchens, living rooms, dining rooms, TV rooms, places like that. Non-habitable rooms are the ones that need a 2.1 ceiling or more. Those are things like your utility rooms, so your laundry, your bathroom, your linen cupboard, hallways, places where you aren't expected to spend a great deal of time in your house. So in a nutshell, if you're in a habitable room, 2.4 metres from the finished floor level to the underside of the lowest point of the ceiling. If you're in a non-habitable room, it's 2.1 metres, again, from finished floor level to the lowest point of the ceiling above. So that's it, legal ceiling heights. Make sure you know them. They're pretty important things to know. We'll see you next week.
Hey, Jai, how are you doing?
Good, Naomi, you?
I'm really good. Good to see you.
You too.
Mwah. This is perfectly presented,
It's
isn't
amazing.
it? Can we go check it out?
Let's go.
All right. Nice living space.
Yeah, it's amazing. We've got some new floorboards, fresh paint.
Oh, it's looking good.
Yeah, it's amazing. You should see out the back. Luke's waiting for you.
Fantastic. And look who I found on the back veranda of that funky cottage that Jai just showed me through. We have Luke from PRD Nationwide Hunter Valley. Welcome to Location Lifestyle Living.
Thanks, Naomi. Really excited to be here.
Oh, can you believe this is inner city in Maitland?
I know, it's been amazing, the change in Maitland over the last couple of years.
I tell you, it's not like when I was a girl. There were like horses and it was all rural up here. It's a massive change. What have you noticed the most, the big difference?
Yeah, the big difference has been it's now desirable to live in the city again. So we're seeing great examples like this house.
And so city in Maitland is cafes, shops, restaurants, bars, everything that you'd expect in any inner city location.
Yeah, and it's more and more every month as well, with new restaurants opening, and people just like the atmosphere.
It's a happening place to be, obviously, then.
It is, yes.
And so you're finding that people are renovating or people are moving into the inner city more?
Yeah, a lot of people, normally second home buyers, are going, well, we want that lifestyle. We want to be walking distance to the schools, to the shops, and yeah, just enjoying the whole vibe.
Now, I hear a rumour there are even some units in planning stages for Maitland City.
Yeah, there certainly is. We've got a complex of 33 units, the Cheever Apartments. We're taking registrations on them now, which are going to be that high-end apartment living that Maitland's never had.
And so I guess, how do you see the vibe changing up here?
Well, the more people that live in the centre of town, the better it's going to be. So we can already see it now where there's more shops, there's more people around, and less reason to go to Newcastle.
Oh, don't knock Newey, I tell you. We can't be knocking Newey, but it is amazing to see that Maitland is getting such massive diversity.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
Thanks so much, Luke.
Pleasure.
Location Lifestyle Living will be back after the break. I'm here today with Jeff McCloy from McCloy's Group at Billy's Lookout Project. So welcome to the show, Jeff.
Thank you.
Now, one of the things that struck me when I was coming here today, Jeff, was the amazing public art pieces. Can you tell me what inspired or encouraged you to produce those?
Well, driving through Melbourne and around Melbourne and Brisbane, I saw the public art in the streets everywhere and I thought, what a difference that makes. It's fantastic. In Melbourne, they've got public art tours. And I tried to, we have as a company, put various public art throughout Newcastle and our buildings in particular. And I thought, well, why not have some fun and have it in our subdivisions? And of course, each one we try and get the public art to match the area or the environment or the history of it. So It themes it, it gives people an identity of where they're coming home.
And it creates a community, doesn't it?
Yeah, we as a philosophy think we build communities. We don't do subdivisions.
I love that. And I love the word fun. I love the fact that you put fun into that.
Yeah, well, when people come through the entry statement to the gates, they know it's home. They can identify with it. It makes it special, and it's the philosophy that where would they have their children and family grow up?
And so it's a really unique spot here. Like, we're quite close to the lake, we're not far from town for those that need to go into town, and there's lots of urban hubs around us at the Billy's project, isn't there?
There is, and it's close to shopping, it's close to the lake, it's not too far to Redhead Beach, and you can see by the design we've left lots of the trees through here, as well as our normal features where we have wonderful parks for the kids to play in.
Another thing I noticed here is that you've actually integrated the display homes into the suburbs here, which is quite unique, and it allows people to really get a sense of what it'd be like to live here.
Well, very much so, and they can see in the location the views that they can get. It sees how they can fit on the block. It allows them to compare the block size with the house size.
Yep.
It gives them a feel for it rather than try to look at plans, which not many people are trained to do.
Which is the feel is what you were talking about before. It's all about the community, about the feel, about the fun, and about the uniqueness.
Yeah, well, that's part of the whole sale. I mean, do you sell land? Would you like a job or something?
I probably could, couldn't I? If it's selling out here, I could do it. I tell you.
I'm sure you could.
So I did notice that there are blocks still for sale out here. So are there land and house packages?
Yes, there are, and we don't often build the houses ourselves, but we did build a few, and they're immediately sold. And the property or the builders here actually offer land and house packages, so we try to cover the full gambit of choice for people.
That's fantastic. Well, for me, Billy's Lookout project is a hot one, given its location. So thank you for joining us today and telling us all about it.
Our pleasure.
And that's the show for today. And don't forget to head to our website to watch the segments again or to join our team. See you next week for Location Lifestyle Living. Bye for now.